Tell y'all I don't know what to do. Let me get this stream started over here. How y'all doing tonight? What y'all doing tonight? I ain't up to nothing. Look at this. Oh, wow. Here we go. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all working? Hanging out with the kids? At the grocery store, supermarket? Just at home watching YouTube videos? Are you out hanging out at the bar? Are you at a restaurant with your significant other? Are you just sitting home alone watching YouTube videos? Or are you sitting in your car on the side of the road parked? Or are you just standing outside on the beach smoking a cigarette? Or are you waiting in line at McDonald's because you hungry? Wherever you are, what's up? What's good, y'all? What's going on? Yo. Nice shirt. Maybe I should make another one tonight for tomorrow. You like this one? I'm super happy. I've kind of had a rough day today. It has been... everything changed once I came home. But like, oh my gosh, today has just been it's been a very hectic day. Like, I've literally had this app like just blowing the fuck up on me like all day, like just constantly, and I'm just running here, and I'm running there, and running here, running there, running here. And now it's all over, and I'm hanging out, I'm chilling, I'm cool. Missed it here. Yo, you get tons of compliments on your shirt today. Yeah, I think I got like one compliment. I had a jacket on today. So, you know, some days I wear it out, some days I don't. We have a video you made right into the TL. Wow. I tell you what, tomorrow, I'll pump out a video of Soma. I did a video, I just went through Soma, and I was in Soma, and I was just riding through Soma. I made the Soma video, and then I made the TL video, and then I released the TL video first, because I thought the TL video was it just had way more to it. Electric jacket, oh gosh, I gotta put that video out too. Like, it's literally on YouTube. Like, I just haven't like released it yet. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, I'll show you guys if you don't believe me. Here it is, right here. Like, it's like right there. Like, it's here. It's 11 minutes and 57 seconds. But I have a lot of videos that I haven't released. I give you little videos I haven't released. TL. Yeah, the TL's pretty, it is different. I thought San Francisco is open. It's not, it's still closed. I said in the title, like, open the city, but the city's not open. No, it's not open. Some places have taken the wood down, but I haven't noticed that they're actually open. They just removed the wood. So I don't even know why they even took it down. You got me curious about buying one. Yeah, get one. I have a couple more. This one's not for sale on the website yet. I don't know why I'm lagging, but like, I'll put this one on for sale on the website. And also, I'll put the Fuck the Virus shirt on the website too. I've actually sold quite a bit of those just in the city. Like, just like, whenever I wear the Fuck the Virus shirt, I always just have some in my backpack, right? Because people always stop me and they're like, yo, I like your shirt. Like, I like your shirt. Where'd you get it from? And I'm like, I actually sell them. Like, I got one in my backpack right now. Like, I'll sell you one. So I literally keep them in my backpack. Because before, I never wore a backpack in the city. I would only wear the fanny pack. And then I got smart. I'm like, yo, I need to wear a backpack. So I got to load this bad boy up. So I can be getting some cash out here too. So like, I got hella of these virus shirts right here. I just got them stacked up. I need to get some more black shirts actually. I got mad virus shirts. I'll probably sell them. I'll probably sell some tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday. I'll wear the Fuck the Virus shirt tomorrow and so. Because the other day I got like, I made like $120 just off of the freaking virus shirt. I mean, I'm telling y'all, like, it's so many opportunities out there. You just gotta, like, you gotta go out there and push it, you know? A lot of people out there just getting unemployment money, they're just sitting at home chilling. But I'm telling you, with all this unemployment money out there, that just makes me want to think of more ideas to sell things to people. Because, look, guys, there are so many opportunities out there. Like, it's people walking away from things. It's people, like, quitting jobs and people just doing different things. Like I'm telling you, we living in new times. You got to take advantage of when things change. You got to be an early adopter, okay? And then you gonna roll with the wind, yo. You the streams, man. I guess I'm gonna stream from now because I like streaming. I really like streaming, but the reason, I guess, like, the main thing I don't like about streaming is phone calls and interruptions. And in this setup, I don't get any interruptions because I'm not streaming from my phone. I'm just streaming from the Wi-Fi here, so I'm not getting any interruptions. But I want to do more like live streams out, but it's kind of hard to do in the city because it's so windy all the time. Can't leave money on the table. I love streaming. What's the website? I'm in SF. I'm sure I'd get it real quick. I mean, if you're in SF, like, I can even meet you if you want. Or I can still mail it too. But I'll give you the website. Oh yeah, these are from South Africa. I love these pants, yo. They're like my favorite pants ever. I got some new pants that are like dope. Merch website, it's on there. I'll put this shirt on there too. I need to put this shirt on there. Like, I like this shirt, but I think I'm gonna, like, change up the colors. So, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have this one on the website, but, like, I think I'm gonna switch up the colors because I guess it looks cool. I mean, if you guys like it, I'll throw it online. I do like how, like, these match, you know? I like to, like, clash them, you know? And then this is the outfit today. Once again, you always gotta wear mismatched socks, so you cannot wear. So, like, bam! Sometimes you can even rock it like this. But I like how this shirt, like, fits, like, I love the way this shirt fits. Like, it's one of my favorite fitting shirts. Like, I love the way this shirt fits. And I like how these are, like, big and baggy. Like, I look big, bigger than what I really am. Because I'm actually, like, really, really little and small. But, like, these are, like, baggy, you know? And then for the shoes, I got, like, these Amazon. I don't know if I can't, like, lift up in a freaking chair that's spinning. But, like, I got these Amazon shoes on. And once again, you know, you gotta have the mismatched socks, right? Deliveries are better now. I think today was just a really busy day. That's what I think it really was. I think today was just really busy. Because a couple weeks ago it wasn't busy, and then the past couple of days has been busier. But also, towards the end of the month and towards the beginning of the month, like, things, there's a different cycle, and this is like the 21st. So I think things are gonna slow down in a couple of days. J Media was good. I just got back to SF last month. I stayed in Nepal. Wish I stayed in Nepal. Nepal would be dope. That's so wacky. Yeah, I love I got some crazy fashion, yo. It was weird because when I was younger, like right after high school, like I really wanted to go into fashion. That's what I really wanted to do. Like, I actually went to look at the school in Portland to go to fashion, but who in the fuck goes to study fashion in Portland, you know? No one does. So, I never did it. Like, I ended up, like, doing something completely different. But I like style. I like random stuff. I like just putting things together. I like random sayings, you know? I guess I haven't really been making any shirts lately because I've been running around in the streets. But I think that might change soon. I think I want to begin to phase deliveries out. And I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna do it. But deliveries is fun. I like doing deliveries. But I think this is a really, really good time to phase deliveries out. Now, I know that this may not even make a lot of sense to you guys, but guys, remember when I was driving Uber, like a couple of years ago when I was driving Uber like crazy? And then you guys noticed that I stopped, right? I stopped, and one reason why I stopped, it got really, really saturated. Like, it wasn't a big thing anymore. And right now, deliveries is the next big thing that's about to get saturated. So, someone like me is working on phasing it out, just like I phased Uber out. So what that means is do something else and switch up, do something else. I'm looking for that thing. I think I know what it might be, but I'm not exactly sure. But I definitely want to begin to phase out deliveries because you can't do something forever. I don't want it to die on me. Like, I want to jump to the next thing before it die. You know, I don't want to get to the point where, like, I'm just out there and I'm not making any money on deliveries anymore. No, I want to leave it. I want to leave when it's good. Like, when it's still money in it. That's when I want to say bye to it. And that's basically when I said bye to Uber. Like, and don't get me wrong, you can still make money with Uber nowadays. But there's a reason why I don't do it. You know, there's a reason why I don't do it, you know, because I found something better, which was deliveries. And right now, I'm in the process of doing the same thing again. And it's really fun. It's really, really exciting. It's really, really exciting because I'm just, I don't know, I'm just not afraid. I'm just ready to go out there and do something else, you know, just go try something new. Optimistic, yo. Let the robots deliver stuff. You know, I'm a really big fan of robots, guys. Like, I really want to see robots deliver stuff. Like, I can't wait till it happens. Like, I really cannot wait till it happens. Like, I cannot wait till it happens. Like, I think it's gonna be a lot faster than we think. Like, I can see robots literally going to the restaurant, going inside the restaurant. You know, maybe not opening the door, but like, maybe there's like a little door for the robot to go in. You know, and then the people put the stuff in the robot, and I can see robots even going into buildings and delivering it on the elevator. Like, why not? Like, why couldn't it do it? You know, of course, you would have to modify a couple of things, like how would the elevator push how would the robot push the elevator button? But you could sort of modify that with software and, you know, later technology that we would have later on with the incorporation of smart buildings and stuff like that. I think it's a great thing. And also driverless cars, I think it's an amazing thing because people can just sit back and be on their phones all the time like they are when they're driving anyway. And at least they don't have to worry about crashing the car because they're not even driving the car. The computer's driving the car. So I'm a big fan of automation, yo. Like, I don't, like, a delivery job is just very tedious. Like, you're doing the same thing over, you're just going to a different place. You know, it's fun because I get to go to a different place, and it's money, it provides income. But I think robots, I think it's amazing. And I think drones. Guys, have you seen this YouTube video of the guy that ordered freaking coffee via drone? He straight up called McDonald's and was like, look, I'm stuck at home with the quarantine, but I need some coffee. I'm gonna fly my drone over there. Homeboy flew his drone over to McDonald's, like dropped it down, and they like sort of put the cup of coffee in this thing, in the little cup holder, and then he flew the drone back to his house. He got the coffee back, drunk the coffee, and then said, "Look, I want some more coffee." Called up Starbucks and was like, "Look, I'm about to fly a drone over there. Can you guys put the coffee in the drone, on the drone, and then I'm gonna fly the drone back." Homeboy went to Starbucks and did the same thing. And he did it, and the crazy thing about it, he did it with a DJI, like a Phantom. Like he did it with a freaking Phantom. Like he did a couple modifications. I don't know how you got a freaking Phantom to hold a cup of coffee, because a cup of coffee is not, it's not too heavy, but there's some weight on a cup of coffee. I don't know if he did some upgrades, and he also made the drone fly a lot farther than what it could normally fly at. So he definitely did some modifications, but that technology is like already here. Like a kid did that. Someone who's not even an adult has already like figured that out. And of course companies already got that figured out. Like you don't think Amazon already got that figured out? You don't think UPS already got that figured out? They already do. It's just a matter of time, yo. It's just a matter of time. Who's gonna spend their stimulus check on a drone? I was thinking about getting a drone, actually. But it's so freaking windy, I can't even fly it half of the time. Yeah, but you know what? Like, I still notice people like companies like Berkshire Hathaway sitting on a lot of cash right now. So that makes me wonder that the market's probably gonna go back down. Got into this game during these times, watching Jerem's Robinhood video. That's pretty cool. A tip for your drone? You can probably find it if you just go on YouTube and type in coffee delivery by drone. I'm sure you will find it. Like, it's freaking amazing. It's dope. I mean, just think about how efficient that is. That's that part I'm looking at. Think about how efficient that is. Of course, yes, the drone can crash. Yes, the coffee could spill. Yeah, these things could happen. But the chances of the drone crashing and actually hurting someone is very slim. Because, I mean, it's not like there's people outside, like, everywhere that the drone would fly. Of course, the drone may fly over cars. But if the drone hits a car, it's probably not going to kill the person or hurt the person in the car, because the drone's going to hit the car. Maybe if they had the sunroof open, but then it would have to fall, like, perfectly. You know what I mean? Like, I can see it being San Francisco. No, San Francisco is not open. Cartels use drones to smuggle drugs over the border. Yes, they do. I would think, like, what if there's too many drones? You know what I mean? What if there's, like, too many drones in the sky? Because what if Amazon has drones and then I'm out trying to fly my drone? Are they gonna restrict me from flying my drone? Like, I can't fly my drone anymore because there's like commercial drones that are flying. Like, that could be a thing. Dude, our world is about to get a whole lot more efficient. Watch. So how are the numbers looking like in Canada? Because I think we're gonna have a second wave. Y'all think we're gonna have a second wave? I think we are getting ready to go through a second wave. And we ain't even got through the first wave yet. A lot of drugs will be fun and not get caught. You gotta think, a lot of drugs are probably already fun. They're probably already fun, yo. You probably just don't even notice it. Because one thing about a drone, you can easily fly a drone and no one would know that you're flying it. I mean, well, if someone had like, the cops could know. But what I mean, like, if you fly that bad boy high enough, like, people aren't gonna hear it. So you can easily, like, fly it and then just land it, you know? You bought more face masks off Amazon? I don't know. It's not looking good, y'all. Y'all hear that outside? They sound like somebody shooting out there. I try not to go outside after like after 10, you know. I try not to go outside. From 10 to 6, I try to like stay in, you know. Cause I used to go outside and like smoke on the street and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I don't even want to come out. You heard that? I don't think that was a gunshot. I think that was a car actually. I'm sleepy. I've been like hustling, yo, running around today. You know, working for the rabbit one, making me yawn. I'm making you yawn. You know what they say? It's contagious. You said it was a drone crash. No, it wasn't a drone crash. Winter 2020 gonna be compared to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in San Francisco for the 2020 because the reason why is like, shit, I think I almost want to just try my chances somewhere else. Because like I'm here, like I don't hang out with anybody. Like I'm always by myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if it's gonna be lockdown? Then like I'm just gonna be like all by myself here, like just doing live streams. Like, I think eventually I'm just gonna be like, look, like I'm tired of SF. Like it's a tough place to live. I'm done with it. Like I'm out. I haven't got there yet, but I think eventually that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be like, look, I'm tired of being alone all the time. I'm tired of hanging out by myself all the time. I made enough money. I'm good. I can go somewhere else. Just, I don't know. Just do different stuff. Go to London. London would be dope. London would be dope. Sammy, you in London? What's it like in London? Is London opening back up? Is London opening back up? Ooh, 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 ooh. You wish you were in London? I think I made this electric jacket video so long ago that I didn't even have this light. Oh, I had the light, never mind. I was about to say, it's gonna be dark. Wish I were in London, I wish. You were sleepy, I woke up. Just woke up in an SA is fun too, yo. Is the dating scene fucked after this shit? I don't know if the dating scene's, I think it's already messed up. I think it's already messed up, like, it's not much of a dating scene. But I don't know, maybe I'm just sort of like, maybe I'm just not as outgoing for some reason when I'm here. Maybe when I'm here, I just sort of like, just think that people just don't want to talk to me, so I'm just not like out there. Yeah, it was the dating scene was messed up before. It was messed up before Rona, for sure. Dating is fucked. everywhere in the U.S. Social media destroyed dating. I think that there's a lot of truth to that. Dude, I think there is a lot of truth to that because it really has. It's like, I really don't know that many people. I know way more people, way more single people than I know people that are in a relationship. Like, way more. Like, just very few people. Like, it's just all like, I don't know. Social media now, right? Everybody's dating social media. Hmm. Yeah, this happened before, Rona. Fake Instagram models spoiled everything. Social media created fake news standards. Girls are too far gone to social media. It's very, oh, dude, it's so true. Like, and then it's also, it's not just girls, it's dudes too. Like, dudes just do it in a different way. But then girls, they do it with the beauty though. They do it with the beauty, and is, that's like very, that's very, that's very damaging because it's so much worse than what it was before social media. Because before social media, you know what it was? It was like it was women on billboards, right? It was women in movies. It was women in TV shows, right? And that would portray the image, right, of what a woman should be. But now it's not. It's in that too. But now it's more on social media than anything. It's more on social media than anything. So now you have women that they don't fit this stereotype, or they don't fit this, or they don't look like this, so they think differently of themselves. So they're not as outgoing. And I think it could be the same way with guys. Like, maybe it's not, maybe if they don't have a certain thing, they don't think that they are good enough. I don't know. It it's very true. I know. Yeah, the dating scene, even in movies, scenes ruin dating. There's the addiction to phone epidemic that has ruined dating. That's very true. Social media sucks, but I'm a sucker for fake videos. You know, because I was thinking about it earlier today. I'm thinking like, I think I might be okay in life, like not dating. Like if I like don't be in any more relationships, like at this age, I think I might be okay. Because I think that I have enough distractions to keep me distracted and to keep me like sane, you know? And that's really sad to say, like for someone like that's so fucking young, you know? Like, but like, I look at myself in the mirror and I think I'm attractive, but like when I walk outside, like I don't think I'm attractive anymore. Like I think I'm an ugly motherfucker. But when I come back and look in the mirror, like I think I'm really really cool, you know? I think I'm really really awesome. I think I'm a good person. But then when I'm walking outside, I'm thinking like, how cool am I now? You know? But it's weird when I'm not in the U.S. Like I don't think that way. Like think I don't think that way. Like I think a different way here. Think a different way here. I'm like I'm not here. I'm like here. You know, and I can do this. You know, I can do this, but I'm told that I'm not supposed to do these things. You know. Well, I'm not told I'm not supposed to do these things, but I'm not exactly shown that I'm supposed to do these things. You know, like you know, some people would say, I'm not gonna go there. You are in the wrong city. I'm in the wrong city. So do you want to pay child support? I don't want to pay child support. No, I totally know I'm not ugly, but like, yeah. I don't know. Put it like this: I get no fucking action around here. I just feel like I'm not cool enough, yo. Like even when I meet people and I know that like I know that like you maybe you just live a much more basic life. Maybe you don't do all the other things that I do. Like I still think I'm not cool enough to hang out with those people. And then in the back of my head, I'm thinking to myself, damn, you super basic. And I'm still not cool enough to be your fucking friend. Like that's kind of how I feel sometimes, San Francisco is okay. I don't know. Maybe there might be some truth to that. You look younger than my age. I am 33. You think about that because you are. No, I'm not. No. Everybody don't know me. You're not cool enough to be my friend, but I will buy a shirt. What do you mean I'm not cool enough to be your friend? You got good shades today? So they came out with another pair on Blenders, but I'm not gonna get that pair. It's basically the same style as this. It's the same style, but it's like purple. I'm gonna wait till they come out with this same style, but like some bright colors. Cause I got enough dark glasses. Like those are kind of dark. And then I got those green ones I haven't wore yet. Any outside noise? Any noise outside the building? There's always noise outside my building. There's always freaking noise. There's like a fire truck driving by right now. Jermaine, you think you hit the nail with the U.S. moving? I don't know. I'm thinking that it's hard. Which district you in? I'm in the Tenderloin. I'm like right down here on Market, yo. Like right here in the city. If you keep talking about Uber, you will be international. I don't know. Probably. This virus is a scam. I don't know. They say China's closing. They're closing stuff down again. TL freaks out. TR freaks out. But I feel like TL is like. I feel like San Francisco. It's a place full of like just dysfunctional people. Including myself. Like, I just feel like a lot of people are very dysfunctional here. Like just a lot of people are. Like, it just seems that way. Are you cooking tonight? Are we cooking tonight? I haven't cooked. I cooked like Beyond Burger and a Beyond Sausage, but I didn't cook the Beyond Sausage like normally like I would cook it. So it's just sitting over there. I didn't eat it. Bummer. It's difficult for a woman to be next to you. You're taking all the attention. Yeah, I guess I do got like crazy style, crazy fashion. Pretty out there. Yeah, looks like the hype is down in California because Texas and Arizona are becoming the place. But then you know how many people are gonna move from California to those places? Like those places are basically gonna be California. In Texas, I think someone was talking about this in last night's live stream or the night before. But I don't know who was talking about this, but someone was talking about Texas and how it's gonna be Democratic in like 2 more elections. And like, yo, that's so freaking true. That's so true, yo. That's so true. Texas is gonna be freaking. It's gonna be a blue state. Like it's gonna be a blue state. Cause think about all the Latinos that are that will become 18 within the next 5 years. Within the next 8 years, you think they're gonna vote Republican? No. And you guys know Latino families, they usually have like 5 kids. And white families typically have what, 1 kid? You know those numbers, like it's a numbers game here. Like Texas is about. I think Texas is gonna be the next California in like 10 years, 15 years is gonna be the next California. Like it's gonna be the boom place. What will California be? I think California will still be dope. I think California will still be California, but I think California will only get more expensive over time. Like I just don't see it getting any more manageable, because the problem with California is they just can't build as fast because it costs more to build here. Like everything has to be earthquake proof, not earthquake proof, but like earthquake. It has to have an earthquake standard up to like I think 8 point something or whatever, 9 point something or whatever. So it costs like more to build here, and then on top of that, construction in general costs more because you have to pay workers more. Like building permits cost more. Like everything in general costs more here to build. And what is California having? It's having a housing crisis because they can't build enough housing. So I can see Texas like not having that same problem. I can see more and more people moving to Texas, and they're able to build because they don't have to build things earthquake proof, which costs 30% more, and workers don't make $100,000 a year, doing construction on a freaking building. So many people make $100,000 in California. Your average bus driver makes $100,000 in fucking San Francisco. Your average cop make $100,000. You're in San Francisco with the benefits and the overtime. That's a lot of money, yo. You go to Memphis, cops don't make $100,000. They make what, like $40,000, and some of them don't even make that. It's a different place. I see a lot of potential for Texas in the future. Like a lot of potential for Texas. How do you afford to live in CA, Jermaine? It's very expensive in San Fran. Oh, there's a lot of opportunities here. Like I make a lot of money. That's how I live here. Like I make a lot of money, I mean, I think if you came here and you did the same job or you did other place, you would probably make more money here than what you would make there, Will they ever redo the Leaning Skyscraper? I think what they're gonna do with the Leaning Skyscraper, I think they are going to they're gonna go underneath and do some things underneath to try to keep it from sinking, which I don't know how that's gonna work. It sounds like they're gonna have to unfortunately it sounds like they're gonna have to tear it down. It kind of sounds that way. But maybe they can do some other things. Texas is a different country as a whole. It is very different. Yeah, but the thing is, not a lot of people want to live in the desert. Everyone wants to live on the coast, and that's the part that's so expensive. Like if you go to the middle of California, it's kind of cheap. Like if you go to Bakersfield, like it's kind of cheap. Go to Sacramento, it's freaking cheap. You're not going to be paying $4,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment. You're not going to be paying $3,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment. It's going to be a lot cheaper, But guess what? Those places are not as desirable. Like there's not as many jobs like there are on the coast. And it's different life, Texas won't let their guns go blue. Oh yeah, they will. And Texas won't have guns once they go blue. Because blue states always have strict gun laws. New York, California, strict gun laws, yo. Look at Florida. Look at Texas. I don't know blue states and red states, yo. But I'm not trying to get into a whole debate of blue and red. But most Latinos born in the U.S. are conservative. Mm, I think it's gonna be a little different with Texas. I think it's gonna be a little bit different with Texas because Texas has a lot of cities, and the Democrats are in the cities, yo. Actually, in Dallas, you can live well with $70,000 a year salary. I mean, it's like $100,000 a year salary here. Is like, I would say that's like making like $50,000 in Memphis, in my hometown. Which, making 50,000. No, 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 no. I wouldn't even say. I would say $50,000 in my hometown would be much better than $100,000 here in San Francisco. But I would say $100,000 here in San Francisco would be like making like $30,000 in Memphis. Yeah, because $30,000 is like, you're. I mean, you can have your own place, you can live good. You're not gonna be balling. And it's the same thing in San Francisco. You can make $100,000 a year. You can have your own place. You can live good, but you ain't gonna be balling. So that's kind of how I compare it. Like it's like that. Like that's how expensive it is. But then on the flip side, you see how someone living in SF can really come up way better than someone in Memphis, because someone in SF, they can work the system and they can live in a really, really cheap place. And they can do things like work multiple jobs, right? And make even more money and save even and have a much higher savings rate than the person in Memphis. And within 10 years, that person in SF could be worth like almost 3 times the amount of money the person in Memphis. If the person came to SF and they pushed themselves, they found really, really good deals, and they sort of worked the system, they can really come out and dwarf the person in Memphis. So that's why I live in San Francisco and don't live in Memphis, because I'm like, whoa, people make way less. Expenses don't get me wrong, rent is way more, but just because I live here don't mean I pay like crazy amount of rent. I mean, for all you guys know, I could be paying, the same price rent that I would be paying in Memphis. Maybe I get somewhat of a different accommodation. I'm not saying that, but I'm sort of kind of hinting that, like I basically like, what if you were not paying like, what if you were not paying like a whole lot? What if you're paying like, what if you had a really, really good deal where you're basically paying like almost nothing to live in San Francisco, or it felt as if to you what you're paying was like nothing. Hint, hint, But I don't want to really go into that too much. But like maybe if you guys can read through what I just said there without me just straight saying what I said. New York nowadays is designed for Saudis and Chinese millionaires who buy property not to live in. It's the same exact thing in San Francisco. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. Share the goods on. Oh, sharing the goods. I would say connections, know people, talk to people, get to know people. Know the right people. Know the people that own real estate. Know the people that own buildings. Know landlords. Get to know them. Build relationships with them. Ask them their names. Sometimes, a lot of times I find myself in San Francisco. I'm like, look, this place is like I say, it's kind of find myself hanging out alone. Kind of find myself doing a lot of things by myself. But one thing I don't find a hard time is getting certain questions answered. I really don't have a hard time with that around here. Like I know how to find the people, and I know how to ask them the questions that I want to be answered. So I kind of sort of use that to my advantage. Like I'm like, yeah, I can't do this, but you know what? I'm gonna take advantage of this scenario over here, you know? So I try to make it, I don't know if I made any sense what I just said. Everybody thinks I live in a hostel, but I mean, if I lived in a hostel, I don't think I could have like this whole like full setup and be making T-shirts and having, you know, in store, you know, Shopify stores and running a business. Like I don't think I could do that living in a hostel. So I don't live in a hostel. Um, it's time for what next? You're better off in Austin. You guys got no idea how much I'm actually thinking about Texas. You guys have no idea how much I'm thinking about Texas, just because of like I see that it could be a very very cool place. You know, it could be a very very cool place up ahead. Texas. But I don't know. Who knows? I'll probably just stay in California. I'll probably stick it out. Maybe if a whole bunch of people leave, maybe things will get cheaper. So it costs about like just this is just a random thing I'm gonna throw out there. It costs about 11 cents to charge the battery on the electric bike. And well, I was just curious because today I like used it like I drained the battery 4 times. So I rode about 80 miles today. Because about each battery I got about 20 miles of charge. So I rode about 80 miles today. And I was just wondering like is it like 25 cents like to charge? Like did I just spend $1 in electricity to ride around 80 miles today? No. It cost about 11 cents. So I spent about 44 cents to ride around all day. Actually, I spent less than 44 cents because I didn't completely drain the battery 100%. I've been to Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. Austin is fun, but not New York or SF. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a car culture type place. And I'm more of a city rat. Like I don't want to be in no damn car. I don't want to be on no freeway. You know, I don't want to be. Man, I ain't been on no freeway since this pandemic started. Like I don't want to be on no. I don't want to be on in no freeway moving no 50 miles an hour in a car. Like no, if I want to be moving fast, it needs to be on a train or on an airplane. Like I don't want to be in no damn car. Like gosh. I mean, I like being on my bike, you know. I think the last time I rode in a car was like 3 months ago. Like, it was before the pandemic. It was insane. Like, I don't even like cars no more. Be like, fuck it. I like the city, yo. I like just walking outside, and I ain't gotta ever like crunch down and get into a car. I can wear my hair tall because I walk through big walkways, you know. I ain't crunching down getting in no car, you know. Ooh, different life. It's so un-American to say that, you know, because our whole country is driving, except for the 2 cities that we got. You sound like you need to be in Europe. I miss Europe. Bikers are in. Toll roads are trains. That's why my junk didn't grow in 7 months living there. Austin is very walkable. It's like that type of city, like a walkable type place. It ain't the Netherlands. Dude, the Netherlands is very, very walkable, and it's bikeable too, because it's flat. It's not like SF where the city's like this. This is San Francisco, like hills for days. Like, do you know how many days like I be riding a bike and I'll be like, dude, I just climbed up this big ass hill and I'm about to go down this other hill and then I'm gonna go up this big hill and then I'm gonna drop the delivery off and I gotta go down, up, down again. I'm just like, man, what idiot back in the day decided to build a city right here? Like, whose idea was it to build all these freaking houses in Bernal Heights? Like, Bernal Heights, that neighborhood is just like, dude, the houses are like this, yo. Like, it just makes no sense, yo. I'm sorry, I'm just tripping out on y'all. I hope I no San Francisco locals in here, because they're gonna be like, Jermaine talking crap about our city. But I ain't talking crap about the city like that. I'm just like, these hills, yo, this shit ain't walkable. You could stay a month in Texas and see how it feels. You've been to places for a month before. I have been to places before. I have been to places a month before. But I see the reason why it's a lot easier for me to go to different countries and stay for a month, and like why like I just don't find it of interest to like go to another part of the US, excluding New York, and stay for a month, is because see, New York it's an exception because it's just a whole bunch of people there, right? A whole bunch of people. So New York's different. But like if I went to like a place like Texas, like I could go there and I would basically be doing the same thing I'm doing now. Like maybe I wouldn't be working, but I would just be going out doing adventures and shit all day, making videos, doing random stuff, right? But then I kind of wouldn't really like it because if I go travel like that, I kind of want to be around other travelers, you know, because we sort of have the same interests. Or I would like go there and like connect with people, but like I don't like I said, I don't really know anybody in Austin, and like I don't really know a lot of people outside of New York, you know. So that's why I always go to New York, because I know so many people in New York. So like if I get bored, I can call up another friend. I can call up another friend. I can call up someone else I know. But then on the flip side, like I'll easily go get on an airplane and go to some random country I've never been to. But then I'll usually meet a lot of other people, and it's just easier to go with the flow. Like Houston would be good. Come to Turkey, brother. It's cheaper, safer, or maybe the Netherlands or somewhere. Maybe I should freaking go to Turkey. There's only 18 likes, y'all. Y'all gotta hit that thumbs up. Otherwise, I'm gonna cut these damn live streams off. No more live streams. Like, for real. Y'all gotta be hitting that thumbs up, yo. Give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up, yo. Give your homeboy Jermaine a thumbs up, yo. Is the Park Avenue Fest on this year? I don't know. I don't think no festival's going on. Go to Greenwood. It's a moon from, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen the second wave. Would you go back to Memphis? I mean, I don't know for what. Memphis is kind of like, would go back, but I mean, what am I really gonna do there? And then another thing about Memphis, like I could go back, but like I kind of feel like I've been in California for so long that my thinking has changed so much that if I go back, like maybe it won't just. I think it might be a little different for me to go back and live there because I don't know. Like I've just been gone from Memphis for so long, you know. I've just been in California for like a minute, you know, like more than 10 years, you know. So if I do go back to Memphis, like it's a whole different culture there. It's a whole different culture. And then if I do want to go back and live there, like I'm gonna almost try to live like I live in California, but there, you know, which is gonna be very weird, you know. Like if I would move back to Memphis, like I would straight buy a place downtown and not have a car, which is unheard of in Memphis. Like everybody has a car, if not two cars. But I would straight up like buy like find a place downtown and like not have a car downtown. And I would like sort of like just not have a car, maybe just ride a bike. Like if it's too far, just don't go. You know, like why go all the way halfway across town? Like I would basically bring the whole like efficient living. Like I would bring it back to Tennessee because I don't know nobody who like just lived like super cheap and super minimal. Everybody's trying to live bigger and bigger than what they can, bigger than what they are. You know, everybody's trying to be the bigger shot, and I sort of don't want to be a bigger shot. If I want to go back to Memphis, I want to like go back and be chilling when I go back. You know, like I don't want to go back and be stressing. You know. Nashville would actually be dope. Nashville would be dope. Definitely would be a culture shock. Definitely, but then I go back and it's cool when I go back, but having less shit, more money and assets is very true. It's very true. And the things I do have, I make money with it. You know, like I make money with it. You know, like I buy things. I buy things that appreciate in value. You know, like I don't just like to buy junk. Like I buy an electric bike, and like how much money have I made off of the bike? How much money have I saved? Like it's paid for itself like 6 times. You know. So I look at that like a complete asset. You know, like this cutter I bought. You know, it's paid for itself. Like everything, like computer, yep, it's definitely paid for itself. iPad, paid for itself. Phone, paid for, oh yeah, paid for itself 100 times. You know, freaking even this GoPro, it paid for itself. Like everything I get, it's gotta pay for itself. Otherwise, I don't want that shit. You know, otherwise I don't even want it. Who else spends much money on food? I definitely spend more money on food, but I'm a foodie. You know, and nothing wrong with spending money on food. Memphis, muggy, hot in the summer, very hot in the summer, very muggy in the summer, yo. But yeah, if I move back to Memphis, that's how I'm gonna live, and it's like I don't know, like that's just like I don't want to just go back and just live like that, and like you know, like people are just like, Jermaine ain't got a car, you know. Like I don't want to just be kind of known as that person, you know. But I can live here and like not have a car, and like I'm not even looked at the same way. But if I go back home and like, Jermaine ain't got a car, but Jermaine got a Rolex. You know what I mean? Like he ain't doing so good. Like people would literally think like I'm not doing good because I won't have a car. But actually like I would be doing much better than them because I would have a much higher savings rate than they would. And that's what it's really all about. Mm. Mm-mm. Texas car is needed. Oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely have outgrown my hometown, yo. I'm cool with not driving a car. Like I like it. I just like city life. So like that's kind of one of the things about like moving back home is I think about that scenario. And then I also think about this too, like, okay, this could be something that maybe a lot of people haven't really thought about. I think about how like in different places, like you're exposed to different things. So down south, like back home, you don't really have a lot of exposure to like international culture as much. Okay, you just don't, like, because there's not a lot of international flights. There's not a lot of international people, and when there's a lot of international exposure, that comes with a lot of other benefits. That comes with a lot of other businesses. That comes with a lot of other innovations. That comes with just a lot of other things. A lot of other things going on. A lot of other things you can take away from. A lot of other things. You know what I mean? So like, I want to be in a place that is happening. You know, where there's a lot of action going on. I kind of want to be in one of those places, and because like I said, there's a lot of benefit. There's a lot of potential. You know. Like living here, like it's super cheap to travel internationally. Like living in Memphis, I probably would not have had a desire ever to travel internationally because it was gonna be so expensive to travel from Memphis. So like that's one scenario, and then like other connections that I've made here that I was able to go to other places and I was able to go here and there, you know. So like sometimes it's best to jump out of your boundaries, you know. Mm. Are you talking about minimalism? Mm. New Jersey, Istanbul is the place. I mean, I could so easily just live outside the country too. That could just be an easy one. I can just so easily live outside the country. Oh my gosh, like it. It's a tough one because life is beautiful. It is. Like I say to myself, do I want to go back home and like I can be around my parents. You know, I can be around my cousins. I can be around my brother. Or do I want to just go internationally? And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know who I'm gonna hook up with. I don't know what amazing sights I'm gonna see. I don't know how my life is gonna change. You know, I don't know how my life is gonna change if I go back and I'm with my family. I mean, my life will definitely change, but I don't know how it's gonna change. I don't know if traveling, if it's gonna change for the better or if it's gonna change for the worse. And I don't know if going home, if it's gonna be vice versa. I don't know if I'm gonna go back home and, you know, get into a whole bunch of debt and burn up a whole bunch of money and just become a loser and just get really depressed. And I don't know what could happen. You know, I don't know. Maybe I could just travel and just have just an amazing time of my life and just travel for the next 20 years and just have the most amazing time of my life. You know, so I don't know. I'm just stoked either way. Do you plan on getting married and have kids? I don't think I'm gonna find anyone now. Like I think I'm too old. I've always believed that if you don't find anyone before like 32, 31, you can still find someone when you're older, but the older you get, the less, I mean, the harder and harder it's gonna get for you to find someone. And I really believe that. So I think that, you know, because when you're younger, you can grow older together. When you're 35 years old and you meet someone else and they're 35, y'all are already like set in your ways. Like you're not growing old together. Like you're already separate, but you're together. You're sleeping together. You're splitting bills together, but you're not like growing old together. You know, um, like you are when you're in your 20s. And that's just what I believe, and a lot of other people may believe very differently. But yeah, I believe I just missed out on that shit, you know. So I don't think I'm gonna have kids and the wife and all that. So I just think that I'll just probably just be a single dude all my life. But like sometimes you just gotta face that, you know. And some people don't face that. Some people still chase and try to get married, and then they get divorced. But you realize sometimes you just outgrow marriage. Like yes, you outgrow marriage. Like you just you get to a point in life where you are your own person and you are uncontrollable by marriage. So you're not, you just can't get married. Like yeah, like I believe I'm uncontrollable by marriage. Like I don't think I'm gonna find anyone for one, and I don't think that I just don't believe it. You know, like I just think I'm too old for that shit. You know, I mean, of course I could still get married, but I don't think it's gonna be like. I just think I'm too old. You know, I don't think I'm gonna grow old anymore. Did you work? Yeah, I did work. It's a $400 day. But at least my feet aren't hurting and my ankles aren't hurting and like my shins aren't hurting and my calves aren't hurting. Like 2 days ago, like I remember coming home and like my feet, like all of the bottom of my feet hurt. My calves hurt. Both knees hurt. My shins were hurting. My freaking ass was hurting. Like my back was hurting. Like my neck was hurting. I was just like, look, I gotta sit down. You know, I gotta like not move for like a couple hours. I gotta go smoke a joint. You know, it was insane. I was just like, yo, this is, ugh. Do I invest in Amazon? I missed out on Amazon, yo. Like $2,500 a share? Like that's out of my price range, yo. Like for real, like hell no. That's just too much. Like Tesla, $800 a share. I'm scratching my head on that one. I'm just like, continue to travel. Remember, you were depressed and homesick. I am. So, what do you say people over 35 who aren't married and don't have kids? Are they mostly hopeless? I think me. I was talking about myself. I mean, that's what I think about me. Continue to travel. Yup. Been married twice. I mean, it's kind of harsh, but like, that's what I think, yo. People are too worried about sexuality, Jermaine. Oh, they are? The hype will end up married, 5 kids in Memphis. Jay, be careful. 33. Crucial years for men. Jesus died at 33. Dangerous for Latinos. Ooh. 100 for me. I work 2 hours. Ooh, you did DoorDash? Or what do you do, Instacart? I want to quit my job and do what you do. Can you coach me and train me? I will pay you. I mean, are you in SF or are you? No, I did not invest in Amazon. Did it rain? I think it did rain. I don't know if it rained. I can't remember. Jermaine, do yoga. I should do yoga. Jermaine has 2 secret children somewhere in Asia. No, not in Asia. I actually really haven't hooked up with that many Asian chicks. I think I hooked up with like maybe 2 or 3. Not that many Asian chicks. Like, the Asian chicks I hook up with, they always approach me. They're always like on me. Like, I never like approach them. Like, love this shirt. Yo, this one. Hot off the press last night. Hot off the press last night. I have some buttons for you. You would gain mad weight if you have a car. I don't think I would gain mad weight. Cause I fast a lot. That's how I stay so skinny. I miss a lot of meals. I don't purposely do it. Like, I do it because sometimes I just be moving so much I just don't eat. I'm like, come on, I'm not gonna gain weight if I constantly do that. And I burn a lot of calories. Dude, like, I have friends that literally make $1,000 a day. Like, $1,000 a day, yo. Could you imagine making $1,000 a day? Like, I got off the phone with a friend who, homeboy is like, yo, I'm still making $5,000 a week, right? And you might wonder, like, How in the fuck does someone make $5,000 a week? Okay. If you ever want to achieve something, you gotta ask yourself how. Okay, you got to ask yourself how. How could you pull that off? Homie says he just makes like 2,000 on 2,000 a week on Instacart, but he also goes after referring people on Instacart, and that's how he makes so much. He goes after this dude still sells he pushes referrals. He's still pushing referrals, yo. I mean, $5,000 a week, that's a lot of money. And you gotta think, like, if you can, you gotta scale things up, okay? You gotta scale things up. Like, of course, nobody ain't gonna make 5,000 a week driving Uber, okay? You ain't gonna do that. But how you could make 5,000 a week with Uber is if you was renting out cars. You see? Now check this out. To make $5,000 a week renting Uber cars, you gonna need a whole lot of cars, right? But check this out. What if you just had like a few cars, right? Where you just getting like 1,000 a month, 1,000 a week just off of these cars, okay? And then you getting 1,000 a week off of this other little gig you got going on over here. And then you getting 2,000 a week off of you out working, okay? So you put those four together, now you making 4 racks in a week. That's how you pull it off, okay? That's how you pull it off. You gotta work it together, right? You gotta have this stream working, you have this stream over here working, you got this stream here working, and then you over here, you doing something else too. So you duplicating yourself, right? You hustling, but then you got these 3 things hustling for you, right? So that's how you would make 5 racks in a week. It's a different way of thinking. Like, it's a completely different way of thinking. It ain't thinking about no damn $5 an hour, no $15 an hour. It ain't thinking about no lunch breaks. It ain't thinking about, a resume. No, you playing with different. You thinking on a whole different level, and it ain't selling drugs. It ain't doing something illegal. It's like legitimately running multiple businesses at the same time. Like, that's how you make 5,000 a week, yo. That's how you will see like a random person, like someone like me, like someone who's not educated, someone who doesn't wear a suit and tie, someone who's not in the financial district. You know, that's how you see some random person making like 5,000, 10 grand a week, because they got rent, they got multiple things going. You know, that's how you pull it off. You gotta keep scaling them up. You know, you gotta keep scaling them up. You know, just keep pushing them, You know, you'll get there. You know, because to make $5,000 a week from one thing is kind of dangerous. Because what if something happens to that one thing? You know, what if Uber app goes down? You know, and you making all your money coming from them one apps. But if you got multiple streams coming, you know, you can take some darks. You know, you can still be cool. You know, you can take some darks. And like you know, the last time I was still working, I was like, yo, this is how I'm gonna stop working. I gotta have like multiple streams coming. Because if this one job go down, I gotta just like start running, looking for another job. But like, if I got multiple streams of income, like, things could change, and I don't just have to jump so fast. You know, I can sort of take my time, you know, go with the flow. You know, I ain't gotta be in a hurry, you know. So, eBay is definitely another income stream. You guys, every now and then I flip stuff on Lego. I don't really do it as much because I don't really like meeting people as much. But I do look for stuff on there, and if I find something at a good deal, sometimes I'll flip it. Property is good, but property is one I don't really want to do. Property is just one I don't want to do. Like, property is something I don't want to do. I'm gonna tell you something. if you don't want to take care of something, no, if you're the type of person that you don't, if you're the type of person you don't like taking care of stuff, you probably shouldn't own real estate. And I'm just being real on that. If you're the type of person you don't like taking care of stuff, you probably should not own real estate because you don't have to take care of it. And I know I'm the type of person I don't like to take care of stuff like that. Like I don't like to take care of it. Like if there's, if there's a big problem, like I don't want to have to deal with it. Like I don't want to have to do it. Like I would rather call someone else. I know I'm the type of person, so that's why I don't really deal with property. Yeah. Also, property is very expensive too. Property is very expensive um, to like get in. Like you got to have a big chunk, and you have to tie it up for a longer amount of time. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna read some of these messages. How are you gonna give any money advice when you were just living out of your car? Well, maybe I take it you didn't watch the video. I mean, you don't have to take my money advice. I can just shut the fuck up. Wait, let's just talk about something else then. Let's just talk about how many people are gonna lose their jobs. Let's just flip the script. 40 million people are gonna lose their jobs, yo. Do you really realize how many people are gonna lose their cars? Yeah, that's millions of people. Do you realize that it's gonna be people standing in food lines? Yeah, let's talk about real stuff. Yeah, let's talk about real stuff. You know how many people are gonna be just about to lose their house? Yeah, I don't want to talk about money. I don't want to talk about money. Let's talk about real things because money. No, that's not something I should talk about. I made $1,000 selling crack, and then I went to prison. Prison. Don't sell crack. Yeah, TaskRabbit was fire today, yo. Everything involves money. Jay never made an investment. I wouldn't know where to start. It's super easy. Change the title. Use unemployment. We should talk about unemployment. It is sad but true. Like, it is. It is. But then the flip side about it is you have people that are happy to get unemployment money because they're getting more money from unemployment, which is disturbing because people make that little, the unemployment is paying them more. Like that's bad. That's bad, and that's not the people's fault. Because I mean, I'm not in that situation, but if I was, I would probably feel the same way that those people are feeling. I don't want to go back to work. I'm getting more money from unemployment. Like I would feel the same way. So it's kind of one of those things. I pay you $1,000 for 2 days of coaching to train me to make 400 a day deal. But like I can't exactly like. It's not exactly something that I can really just. Not exactly something I can just really Not exactly something I can really just teach someone. Where can I meet good-looking Asian women in SF next time I'm there for a hookup? Any hot spots? I don't know. Go to the Asian clubs. I don't know when the clubs are gonna open back up. That's the place to meet Asian girls. California living 786 Gary. That sounds like my old address or close to my old address. It's about that time. It's about that time. So I think what I'm about to do is, I'm so excited. I'm about to like totally streamline something. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later, but I don't want to talk about it now. But it's another thing that I'm doing. I'm about to make I should talk more about passive income lately. I should talk more about making passive income on the internet, because that's kind of one of those things I've been working on lately. Oh, it's a club 786. I'm trying to think what was my old address. My old address was very close to that address. Trump doesn't give a fuck about any of us. Yeah, but like Trump is the one that's saying open the country. So I mean, Trump wants it back open, but like it's mainly the Democrats that want to keep things closed. I mean, that's really how it's going right now, because like it's just California that's like, no, we're not going to open. No, we're not going to open. I have a friend that just got back from Arizona, and he was in Arizona. He was like, yeah, things are like back opening up in Arizona, but he's like, I get to California, man, and it's like, bro, California ain't looking so good. And I'm like, for real? And he's like, yeah, man, like everything closed and people sad and people losing their jobs. And I was like, yeah, man, it's. Yeah. I said, this is the new California, you know. It ain't looking good. California is America's largest economy. It is America's largest economy, no joke. Right, it is. That's so true. It is the largest economy, and like it's dead right now. Like it ain't popping at all. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. So like we're gonna have this second wave. We're gonna have this second wave come through, because China, if you go to Google and type in China second wave, it's already happening in China. They're already locking down again. So I'm gonna tell y'all what's about to go down. It's probably gonna be another wave. Now it may not happen. Maybe it might be. It probably won't happen at the same time frame that it's going on in China, because, you know, we was like a couple of months after them, you know. So maybe we'll open back up for a little bit, but then we're gonna have to go back into a lockdown again. And that's when things are really gonna get bad, because will the government still be able to just print out money? Because then when you have all these people not working, you're not having any tax money coming in. You know? It's like, how can they just, things are gonna get scary, yo. But I'm gonna tell y'all, the second wave, we can't be closing our fucking country, yo. No, I would disagree with that. Keep the country open. Like, keep it open. If you are a type of person, you're afraid of going out, I totally get it. I totally get it. If you're afraid, you don't want to go out, stay at home. Okay? Old folks, we need to, like, for real, take care of them. We need to, like, section them off, keep them safe. But just to tell everybody that they can't go out and just let businesses close and just people go bankrupt and just we are going into a depression, guys. Like, it is happening. Like, it is happening. I'm telling y'all. I told y'all that I predicted all this shit. We are going into a depression because if China's having a second wave, we're about to have a second wave. So go ahead, y'all. You know, you see these people standing in line. They take their stimulus check. They take their stimulus check and they give it to China. You know how they giving it to China? Standing in Ross. You know, standing in Target, standing in Walmart. And check this out. We about to get hit with that second wave. Yep. Second wave. Yep, it's gonna get bad, y'all. It's gonna get bad. Y'all better do something. Who else thinks the U.S. will go bankrupt sooner than I don't know if the U.S. would go bankrupt. I think that before the U.S. would go bankrupt, they would start some new currency or something, peg something to gold. I don't know. I don't think that the U.S. would go bankrupt. Cause you gotta think, if the U.S. goes bankrupt, you know how many other countries would have already went bankrupt? You know what I mean? Like half of the fucking world would have already went bankrupt. I mean, you gotta think, countries already are basically bankrupt. I mean, it's like a country like Macedonia. I mean, these countries that rely on tourism, yeah, they are way worse off than the U.S. Like, come on, guys. Like, who are writing these? I mean, are y'all Russian writing this here? Like, there are some countries that are way worse off. I mean, the U.S. prints money, yo. Other countries don't. Argentina, Thailand, South Africa, Mexico. Are these countries with Rona? What do you mean, bah? I mean, even a place like Dubai, yo. Like, I mean, oh my gosh, like, so many, like, any place with tourism, yo, is suffering greatly. Turkish economy is untouched. How is that? Like, is it still tourists over there? I mean, countries in Eastern Europe are suffering like crazy. I mean, look at African countries are suffering like crazy. I mean, the only country that's really thriving off of all this is China. They're the only ones that are thriving. You know why? Because they're selling the rest of the world all the medical equipment that they need. Because they make it all. And they also like in this disease originated from them. So they're benefiting more than anyone. Like they are benefiting massively. And then once they started a pandemic, they didn't have to buy like $300 billion worth of American goods because China put in a clause with the whole trade agreement that if a pandemic happened, they didn't have to buy the goods from America. But check this out, America already bought goods from China. And then China, I mean, I don't know, like, I don't even want to really get into it right now. But like, basically, you know, China just pulled a sneaky one. Yeah. Taiwan is doing better than all of them. Trump said, look at my African Americans. Aren't you the greatest? I mean, we are the greatest. I mean, didn't he get that right? We are. China soon bought lots of Africa too. China already got lots of Africa. I think Trump is probably going to win again for sure. I should make a podcast. Get your podcast game on. Good morning. Some South Africans in the house, right? I see these good mornings. No, I'm not on Spotify. I'm on Shopify though. You can find me on Shopify. Not on One Cali. Yeah, check me out on the internet. Check out my merch store. I got some merch for you guys. If they produce the vaccine by December, would you take it? Yeah, I'd probably take it. Like, I don't think that taking a vaccine would be getting the mark of the beast like a lot of people think. Like, I don't believe that. Like, you know, a lot of people are saying that they wouldn't get the vaccine at all. But I mean, what if they said to go places you have to have the vaccine? Just one Amazon stock makes you $30 to $50 a day. It does, but check this out. If you actually think about it, if you have one stock of Amazon, it'll make you $30 to $50 a day. But it's like $2,500. But then if I had $2,500 in the S&P 500, it would be about the same thing. It'll be about $25 to $50 a day. So like I don't necessarily. Amazon is just it's too expensive. Like that's why I'm not doing it. Like I'm not like I want to own shares. I don't want to have to like just buy one share or two shares at a time. Like I don't have $5,000 to buy two shares of freaking Amazon. But if I had $5,000 and I could get, 50 shares of a stock or 100 shares of a stock, well, I mean, I like that for future growth. Because for future growth, okay, I own 100 shares of this stock, and 5 years from now, that 100 shares turns into 300 shares. So now I have 300 shares, right? And then 5 more years down the line, those 300 shares turn into 600 shares, But with Amazon, if I just have one share, right? And maybe in 5 years, that one share turns into 5 shares. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm getting a lot of, I don't know. Amazon's a tough one. It's expensive. I'm priced out of that one. I'm totally priced out. Like, I want to jump on other stocks that I think that could be up there. Like I think Beyond Meat could be a very expensive stock someday. And Tesla, of course. Oh, you downloaded the Robinhood app? I'll tell you another app that's really cool to use. I'll have a link in the description. It's called Webull. Webull, they'll give you 2 free stocks when you sign up. So Webull is a pretty cool one to use. A lot of people wonder why use so many different apps. Well, it's kind of cool to use different apps because they give you stocks when you sign up, and it's also kind of cool to have money in different platforms. What if one platform goes down? Robinhood did have a problem where it was like a glitch in the system. They had a problem where you couldn't access the app. And let's say you really wanted to trade. And if you got your money in different accounts, well, if the Robinhood app was down, you could just go to Webull and trade a couple $1,000s there, And then go to another account, trade a couple $1,000s there. You don't have to just be limited to one account. And then you can also take advantage of the benefits from different. Sometimes Robinhood, like I remember I got like 4 shares of Microsoft when I got Robinhood. And those 4 where it is right now. So I'm like never gonna get rid of Robinhood just because of these 4 shares of Microsoft. These 4 shares of Microsoft right now are worth $735. And I got all 4 of these free from Robinhood. Now when I got them, they were much lower. They were like, I think they were like $80 a share or something. But that was even a lot back then because usually the free shares on Robinhood are like less than $10. but like randomly 4 times I got stocks that were like $80 a share. And so like now it's like, yeah, $735. Like that's almost a G-ball, yo. And I literally, it all came from Robinhood. Like a G-ball. Like almost at like, no, like 35, 735. But then there's other stocks on here that I got. So I don't know how much money I've got from Robinhood from the referrals. So that's another thing to think about. Like when you sign up with a different app, they'll give you like referrals, So like and they'll give you referrals too. So if you have friends, you can give your referral code to your friends, and you can get free stocks. So it's like it's a pretty cool thing. I try to sign up for as many as I can because I like to get the free apps. With Webull, I got a bunch of I got like 8 shares of Snap, and Snap was like $13 a share. So I was like, dope, 8 shares of Snap. I sold Snap because I don't want Snap, but then it was still valued at $13 each. I sold Snap and bought. I think I bought the Real. Yeah, I got some Real. I think I got like 50 shares of RealReal now in the Webull account. So I like to have them in different places. I do have 1 share of GE. How do you know I have 1 share of GE? How much money do you make stocks so far? Much more than what I've put in. We evil. We evil. I think I'm gonna get ready to end this stream. I'm getting tired, y'all. Facebook is getting fined another $1 billion. How much? $5 billion. How much do I need to start investing in the Robinhood app? You don't need. I think you can invest with like $5 or $10. I mean, before I start making travel videos, I was talking about the stock market a lot more. Like, you can even go on my YouTube account, and I have like stock videos that are like years old, like before I was traveling. You know, like I think when a lot of people follow me now, they follow me for like different things. They don't follow me because of the stock market and stuff, so they think I'm dumb when I talk about the stock market. But like my older subscribers know that like I used to talk about the stock market a lot. Like, I just kind of stopped, you know, because I was talking more about traveling. What are you doing Memorial Day? That's probably why I was so freaking busy. Because people are getting ready for Memorial Day. This guy, a fan with no real advice. Just scripts for ads. Don't take your money advice from this guy. Well, yeah, you don't have to take any advice from me. It's cool. Yeah, you totally don't. Yeah, like guys, this is totally not financial advice. Like, I am not a college graduate or anything, but I definitely live a whole lot chill life than most people I know, though. But you don't have to listen to someone who lives a super chill life and someone who's always, you know, um, finding out new trends and finding out new creative ways to make money. You don't have to listen to someone like that. You should probably go listen to your college professor, because they're, you know, society says they're much more intelligent than me. You know, they're probably more politically correct too. You know, I'm not paying that person any attention, yo. I'm just sort of talking crap. Like, come on, like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do because I'm Jermaine, you know. Talking about don't take financial advice. Well, don't take financial advice. Like, I'm not really saying anything bad. Like, I'm not telling people to go invest in stocks. Like, I'm not telling people to go, like, hey, you should invest in this stock. Like, I'm not giving financial advice like that. I'm just talking about platforms to invest in. Like, how is that bad, you know? How is that bad? Like, I don't know. I think you should probably check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I'm not like I'm not really giving it financial advice here, really. Just talking about how to get free stocks, and I'm talking about stocks that I got for free. And how, is this even really financial advice? I think somebody is you know, I think somebody is just having a bad day. But you know what? I've had a wild day, but I'm not really having a bad day. I'm actually having a pretty good day. And I'm not gonna let that get me down, you know? Jermaine, you should go to a music grave next time. Higher education is a big scam. It is. Student loan crisis. Oh yeah. Student loan crisis is it's all by design. I don't like to say that term is by design, but it's all by design, you know. 2 months, no dining. Nope, none of that. I don't listen to the media. No, I'm not worried about him. Yeah, somebody's drinking Haterade for real. Somebody is for real drinking Haterade, right? Come on, Jermaine wasn't talking nothing about stocks over here. Well, stock, you know, companies and all that crap. But maybe I should, yo. I really like Beyond Meat. Like, I think they're gonna have some for real growth up ahead. Dudes be jealous, yo. See, a lot of times, you know who it could be? It could be someone who is just jealous seeing me doing what I'm doing. They just be jealous of like, oh, this guy's got it better than me because like he's living in SF and like, you know, people be hating it, yo. So they'll say stuff like that. And it's like, man, come on, you ain't gotta be like that. You know, come on, your mama didn't raise you that way. You know what I mean? Your mama didn't raise you that way. Come on, don't be that way, yo. Nope, they just jealous because they can't be me. Come on, you don't want to be me. For real, you don't want to be me. Maybe you want to be like me, but you don't want to be me. No. It's only for me to be me. It's only for me to be me. You can't be me. I think a lot of places are giving out online schooling for real. It's different by counties and school districts and states and cities. It's very different, but I believe most school districts are giving instruction via the internet. Not everybody an Uber driver. I mean, it's kind of crazy because I know I don't know everyone. Yeah, people do be looking down on it. Did San Francisco government give curfew? They didn't really give curfew because it's kind of like hard to give a curfew in the city. And then I think that would be too much work for the cops, you know, enforcing a curfew. I mean, could you just imagine them enforcing they would need help. I don't think they could do it. They would for real need help, y'all. Yeah, they're operating online. When are you gonna post the next vlog? Maybe I'll make a next vlog soon. But guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off here. Okay. I just got off. I got distracted. But I'm gonna go eat some cookies and get off here. Anyway, I'm out. I love all of y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. And peace out, y'all. Peace out, y'all.